Yeah, he was outstanding tonight. He made some huge saves and kept us in the game, really. And unfortunately, we couldn't pull it out there in the shootout for him.
Tell us about the pass to Anthony. What were you doing? Did you went into the zone?
Dolly made a great play to get it out. And, I mean, me and Duke were kind of just gone with a lot of speed. And practice that play a lot in practice. So he got in the puck and he's going to finish, and it's a nice goal.
You guys, I know, we're focused on a start here today with the afternoon game on the road to start a road trip. How did you feel about the way this game began?
Yeah, it was a little different for sure. I mean, I don't know if we've had an afternoon game like that this year, but we did all right. And, I mean, unfortunately, we just came a little short.
Shootout, you guys haven't had one until tonight, today. Was it different kind of trying to go in and pick a shot, or since you haven't had any practice?
No, not really. I mean, it's definitely something that it's tough when you haven't done it for a while. But I mean, Bod's had a great goal, and I should have scored on mine, but missed up a little bit. And then they had two great goals too. So I mean, like I said, it was unfortunate we came a little short, but good team effort overall.
It's a hard game on the road, first game of the road trip. Just trying to give the team a chance to win, and I think we did that tonight.
It's been a while since we've seen a shootout. What were you thinking against a highly skilled team like that, and even into that 3-on-3?
Well, like I said before, I know I've watched video, so I know some of their moves. You know, and I was ready for Hendricks, and I think I followed him too much that he went the other way. So it's unfortunate. We lost the skill competition tonight. That's what it comes down to.
Second period, you were under siege for a while. Some of your lateral movements and saves, and you had to be happy with that.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with my game right now. I'm doing my job, and I think everybody's doing their job. That's why we're getting points right now.
Yeah, really for the team to still just, it seems like, get a point, on a regular game basis, at least lately. How encouraging is that, since you know how tight the game's been once you get past LA?
I mean, every point matter. It was huge to get one tonight. Of course, we didn't get the result that we wanted in the shootout, but it's still a point, and we're going to take every point we can get, especially on the road like that.
Do you like the afternoon games, Lee? Was this a change at all in your preparation?
I mean, playing a lot in the American League, we're used to it. With the 3-on-3s, we always play in the afternoon on Sundays, so I'm used to playing those type of games. Preparation's a little different in terms of meals, but we showed up tonight. We had the first goal. We were ready to play, and they played a good game also. So we saw a good battle there.
Did you feel like an eternity without your stick?
Yeah, I wish I had a little more time to go get it. And guys don't understand that when you don't have a stick, you got to shoot 5-0. But yeah, yeah, we'll keep it as a secret.
Okay.
And then they have to go off the post too.
Yeah, well, It's so hard when you don't have a stick. It's like even for a player to skate without a stick, it's different. You're unbalanced. So I was just trying to cover the bottom of the ice, and I was happy we could get the puck out and I could go get my stick. So.
Davis was setting up for two. How did it wind up being a 1-point game for you?
Well, it was a tight game. Tight game. We missed an assignment in our own end and gave them a chance to tie it up, and then it was a tight game. Some chances here or there. We almost had 13 seconds left. We had a real good chance, but you get to the shootout, anything can happen.
How big was Louis today?
Louis was solid, just solid, real solid. Yeah, I thought a lot of guys on our team played well. Just tight game. Lots of mistakes in the game, but it's how you manage the mistakes. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the 2 points.
Not familiar going back to the shootout. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's our first one all year, so it's a little different.
Were you happy with that first period, even trailing David, and the way you came out?
Yeah, we were first 10 minutes. I thought we were solid, and then third period I thought we took two penalties. One for yapping at the referee, and the other one too many men on the ice when the guy jumped too early. So those are ones we have to correct. But for the most part, managed the road game and got a point out of it. We'd like to get two.
Anthony's goal, Dave, at the time, the potential game winner. But for him, it's kind of been an up and down week. But for him, do you see something in this game?
You know what? He was good. He was good early in the game. He was skating better than he was last game, so it was a good sign. Max gave him a great feed, and that's what Duclair does. If he gets an opportunity, he's got to capitalize on it. And it was a real nice goal.
Thanks, Tim.
I mean, you came up with enough offense to win a game.
Yeah, it was a good night at the end of it for us to get the victory. We needed it. I thought the game was similar to the game that we played right after Christmas in Vancouver. It was fairly evenly played. Went to overtime. We made an odd mistake. It ended up in our net. Team mistakes, not necessarily individual stuff. But we persevered, fought back. Didn't fold our hand, did some of the things we worked on in practice yesterday, which allowed us to gain a little more offensive time. So there were positives in the night over and above the win. Hi, Jonesy.
How are you?
Happy New Year.
You do. When you, I mean, I know you're trying to keep one eye on the bigger picture than the standing dick at all, but I mean, that game had a lot of swing on it. Fifth straight game against the team in your own division.
Yeah. We talked about that between periods 2 and 3, because the sheet that we get gives us a lot of information of what has happened in the game. It was almost an identical night for both teams, and there we were sitting at home with 20 minutes left against a team in our division that we have to compete against, and it's one of the few times this year that I did bring that up. And obviously they scored in the third. It didn't look good for a while, but stuck with it, so good thing for us.
Get a power play goal tonight and some chances that didn't go in. Is there some light at the end of that power play?
Yeah, there is. There's, I think Hunter's helped us a little bit there on the back end. He looks real confident moving the puck and running it from up top. We've split some of the power, if you want to call it, up. We've created a competitive situation between two lines. We have a left-hander and a right-hander for face-offs. That's usually how we start it. So we've changed the focal point of our power play, the whole thing, over the last week, and finally we get rewarded tonight. I thought we had a couple other good looks that didn't go in. Nuge in particular walked down, and their goaltender made a real nice save.
You don't, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say 5 points from the Nugent Hopkins line. They were good in Calgary too, had 3 points there. What are they doing differently that maybe they weren't doing?
I thought Nuge had a really good game. I don't know what anybody else thought, but standing back there, I wanted to keep putting him on the ice. He battled, he stripped pucks, he created a great opportunity for Ebbs on the winner, and I just felt really confident with him. I felt confident with that line. Benny, early in the game, came close not to getting back out there because of penalties, but he overcame that as well. Just that group alone, I thought, was our most effective group throughout the night.
Nugent Hopkins shot the puck a little bit more too. That coupled with his good game, one of the reasons why you felt comfortable sending him out there with a game on the
Yeah,
line.
I think so. He wanted the puck tonight. He wanted it on his tape. He was ready to shoot it. Guys were getting it back for him. So that's that's good for those three. That's good for our team.
Down after.
Yeah, there was some consideration of that, but I'm trying to get Benny going. I think Benny's a tremendous player, and I think he's really, really important to our team. I talked to him yesterday, and some of the things that we talked about he used tonight, and I thought he was, other than the penalties, I thought he was dangerous. He stripped pucks, he got in on the forecheck, he won body position battles, he was really engaged, which was good to see. He was engaged on the bench. So it was a catch-22. Do I strangle him and take that away, or do I try and keep promoting his play and trying to get him back in? I went the other way, and maybe, hopefully it was the right thing.
Well, when you're coaching a situation like this, obviously you're not bringing attention to the guys who aren't in the lineup, the injured guys and all that. But at some point, you kind of bring up the fact that guys keep us in contention until.
No, I won't do that because I don't believe in diminishing the quality of player that we have in the lineup right now. We have some really good players out, but we have some good players playing right now. And regardless of who's out, those players that put that uniform on every night have to know they're important. And they have to give us everything they have. I'm not going to tell them just to hang in there and take the bullet later on when the cavalry comes. I want them to play and maintain their spot in the lineup, make it hard for some of these guys to get back in. Now, with that being said, we're all aware of some of the players that are out. They should be able to step back in and make our team better. But every team in the league is going through it. They're a better team when they've got Hansel in the lineup and when they've got Boyd Gordon taking face-offs. They lost for Met for a period, so through the middle they weren't as strong as they normally are. We were able to take advantage of it.
The other thing is when you've got a team that's had a 6-game winning streak, and you referred to it particularly in those last 2 games, and maybe you weren't as good as the 6-game winning streak suggested you are. How do you see this last stretch? And it looked like in the last game you were.
Yeah, Jacques Lemaire, who's a good mentor for me, always used to say you may win 1 or 2 that you don't deserve to win while you're getting sick. So the germ's in your system already, and you really don't get sick for a couple days. That was perhaps us against the Rangers, I think, here at home on Sather night, certainly in Boston when we didn't deserve to win. And then he always said at the other end of it too, you've probably killed the germ, but you're not getting the breaks. And hopefully for us, we're starting to heal and get healthy. But we played against some real good teams that have given us good games, and we've been on the short end.
And how would you define where you think this team is at right now in terms of big season?
I think that we are. We came to camp. We were hungry. We were prepared to learn. We kind of took it on the chin early. We revived things, and we're kind of at that plateau phase. I hope that we're beginning to start climbing again with our play. We'll get some practice time. Yesterday's practice was real important for today's game. We'll get some practice time after the Carolina game where we can work on some specific things that we believe can help us, and then hopefully we see us take off again. But other teams are doing that too, so. Night. Yeah.